the gentle whisper of the divine has reached your soul at this moment, because the universe knows your heart is ready to hear what has long been hidden. There are forces at work around you that have waited patiently for this instant, knowing that your spirit would be open enough to understand. These forces of light and truth have seen the quiet questions that you carry, the moments late at night when you wonder about the path you share with your loved one. The angels have seen your silent prayers and the restless thoughts that sometimes cloud your peace, and now they are breaking the silence to speak to you with clarity. You have sensed that something in your relationship is not as it seems, not because of any great mistake on your part, but because a deeper truth is unfolding beneath the surface. The angels want you to know that you are not imagining the shifts, the pauses, the changes in energy. Your spirit, more aware than you realize, has been trying to make sense of the signs that appear in small gestures, fleeting expressions, and quiet moments of distance. It is not confusion, but intuition awakening within you, pushing you gently to prepare for what is to be revealed. This moment is sacred because you are being called into greater awareness, a chance to step into the light of truth, not only for the sake of your relationship, but for your own inner growth. The angels say this time is unlike any before. This time the veil will be lifted and you will see clearly what has remained hidden. You are not being punished or led into sadness. You are being guided into understanding so that your heart may finally rest in the knowledge it has long craved. Subscribe if you believe in miracles. The energy surrounding you is shifting because you are destined to awaken to the real essence of this connection. The person you care for so deeply is on a personal journey, a battle within that has quietly affected your bond without either of you fully realizing how much. These inner conflicts they carry have created silent walls between you, not because they wish to harm you, but because they themselves have not learned how to tear them down. The angels want you to know that your loved one's struggle is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own past wounds, long buried and unresolved. What you may have mistaken for indifference or confusion from them is actually a fear so old that even they cannot easily explain it. It lingers like a shadow behind their words and silences, shaping their reactions without their conscious control. The angels remind you gently that this is not your fault, nor is it your burden to carry alone. Yet they also reveal that you are playing a crucial role in this divine unfolding. Your presence, your patience, your understanding are all part of the healing that is meant to take place, not just in them, but in you as well. Spirituality teaches that every relationship is a mirror back to each other, their hidden fears, longings, and lessons. You have been chosen for this connection not by chance, but by divine design. For your soul carries the strength and light needed to help illuminate this person's path. But the angels also caution, this journey will not be simple or quick. It is a process of awakening that must unfold with grace and time, and both of you will be changed in the process. Send a super thanks if you believe in giving. No one sending, be the first today. As these revelations unfold, you may notice moments when your loved one seems more distant or conflicted, as if wrestling with thoughts they cannot voice. The angels whisper that this is not rejection, but the sign of an inner transformation beginning to stir. Like seeds pushing through the earth toward the light, these hidden truths are preparing to break free. And while the process may look messy or uncertain on the outside, something sacred is being born within. Your faith, your trust in divine timing is essential now more than ever. The universe has been preparing both of you for this crossroads, where truth replaces illusion and clarity replaces confusion. The loved one you cherish is slowly being brought to a place where they must confront these inner battles, not for you, but for themselves. Yet, in this process, your patience and compassion serve as a gentle force, urging them forward. The angels are clear. Though you cannot walk their path for them, your belief in their ability to change matters more than you know. And you, dear soul, are also growing through this sacred waiting. The angels see the ways you have stretched your heart wider, learning patience, grace, and endurance in the face of uncertainty. They want you to realize that this growth is not wasted. Each moment you choose love over fear, faith over doubt, you become stronger, more attuned to the divine presence guiding your steps. What you are learning now will serve you not just in this relationship, but in every aspect of your spiritual life to come. Join membership to stand for God. Be part of this faith family. This path is not meant to end in sorrow or regret. Rather, it is leading you to a future built on truth and trust. The angels show a vision of two souls standing together, not because they hide their flaws or fears, but because they have faced them with courage. What is unfolding now may feel difficult, but it is necessary for the kind of love you truly desire, one that is real, lasting, and free of the burdens of secrecy. Your patience will be rewarded, and the divine assures you that no effort made in love is ever lost. As you move forward, the angels ask you to release any fear of what truth may come. Instead, welcome it as the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter written not in uncertainty, but in the full picture. Trust that the divine tapestry is being woven with threads of purpose and destiny. Let your heart remain open in the coming days. Watch for signs, small and large, that confirm the angel's presence by your side. Whether through a conversation, a dream, or a quiet realization, the truth you seek is on its way. And when it arrives, you will recognize it not by its power to shock or wound, but by the peace it brings. The peace that only truth, revealed in divine time, can offer. Stay strong, dear soul. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The presence of the angels is drawing nearer to you now, dear soul, because there is something deeper they wish to unfold within your heart. It is not only about your loved one's struggles, but also about the unseen spiritual contracts that both of you have carried from before this lifetime. These soul agreements were made in a time before memory, crafted with love in the higher realms, so that your spirits could learn, grow, and evolve through the challenges you now face together. This is why this relationship feels so heavy, so complicated at times, because the journey you walk together was destined to refine your soul and theirs. The angels whisper that not everything you see in your loved one is entirely from this lifetime. Some wounds are ancient, and some fears were born long before your paths ever crossed in the physical world. You may have noticed moments when your loved one pulls away without explanation, when their eyes seem distant, as if seeing something far beyond the present moment. The angels reveal to you that these moments are the stirring of old patterns their soul carried into this life to finally be healed. And you, dear soul, were chosen by the divine to be a light in this healing process. You are not here by accident. You are a sacred participant in this cycle of growth, not merely a bystander. The heaviness you feel at times is not because you are weak or not enough. It is because you are strong enough to bear witness to the truth that needs to rise and be cleansed in the light. The angels gently urge you to understand this connection at a deeper level. The love you have offered, the patience you have shown, and the forgiveness you've given in quiet moments are part of a divine orchestration. Heaven has been watching you both, weaving every silent tear, every confused thought into a larger tapestry of healing that is slowly being completed. But to see this masterpiece unfold, you must surrender the illusion of control and allow divine timing to do its sacred work. Subscribe if you believe in miracles. The angels are revealing now that part of your loved one's hesitation to open fully to you is rooted in a fear of spiritual awakening itself. They are afraid of the magnitude of change that true transformation requires. The spirit world is nudging them, whispering gently into their dreams and thoughts, inviting them to fears what life will be like without the familiar pains and defenses they have always known. You have seen glimpses of this conflict. One moment, they seem open and tender. The next, they close off, lost in a world of private shadows. These moments are not about you failing to love enough. They are about the inner battle they are fighting between old safety and new freedom. There is something else the angels want you to know. They are working on your behalf behind the scenes. Spiritual guides, ancestors, and unseen protectors are gathering strength, surrounding you both with divine light and wisdom. The path of transformation will not remain hidden forever. Soon the veil will lift, but you must have patience. Not the patience of frustration, but the patience of wisdom, trusting that what needs to happen will unfold in the perfect time. The angels ask you to breathe deeply and let go of the fear that this journey may end in heartbreak. Instead, hold the vision of divine purpose and lasting healing. And as your loved one hesitates at the threshold of change, the angels are also inviting you to look at your own readiness for transformation. Is there any part of you, dear soul, that clings to comfort, to old expectations, to fear of change? As they rise to face their shadows, so too must you rise and meet your own. This is not only their journey, it is yours as well. Heaven is preparing a sacred mirror for you both, a moment when truth, however painful, will set you free. Send a super thanks if you believe in giving. No one sending. Be the first today. The angels reveal that this season in your relationship is not punishment but preparation. The breaking, the confusion, the restless silences, these are the labor pains of a new beginning trying to be born. Imagine a flower breaking through frozen earth after winter's cold grip. At first, it looks like destruction, but in truth, it is creation. The discomfort you feel, the instability you sense, is not a sign that things are falling apart, but that they are falling into place in a new divine order. And you are being asked to hold space for this fragile, sacred unfolding with grace and endurance. As your loved one battles with their hidden fears, they are unconsciously testing the strength of your spirit. They may not realize it, but part of their soul longs to see if you will stand firm, not just for them, but for yourself. The angels say this is why they have been distant at times or unsure. Their higher self is seeking to see if you will abandon your own truth to please them, or if you will stay rooted in your divine worth. This preparing the perfect moment for revelations that will change the course of this bond. Do not rush or force these truths. Let them rise like the dawn, slow but unstoppable. You will recognize the moment when it arrives, and when it does, your heart will know what to do. Join membership to stand for God. Be part of this faith family. Finally, dear soul, the angels wrap this message with a reminder of your great value and purpose in this story. You are not powerless. You are not waiting for fate to decide everything. You are a co-creator in this divine lesson. Every prayer you whisper, Every intention you set, every act of love you choose matters deeply in the spiritual realm. The choices you make now will shape not only this relationship, but also your own soul's destiny. Trust that the universe is unfolding just as it should. The angels remain by your side, guiding you toward the moment when everything hidden will be seen, and all that has been broken will begin to heal. Stay strong, stay faithful, and let divine light complete its sacred work within and between you. There is something deeply spiritual happening within your loved one that you cannot see with earthly eyes. The angels reveal that a battle is taking place in their soul, a quiet war between light and darkness, between the desire to rise and the temptation to remain trapped in old pain. You may sense this as confusion, mood swings, or moments when their words do not match their actions. But behind these behaviors lies a sacred struggle. Heaven wants you to understand that this is not a simple matter of choice. This is a wrestling of the spirit, where the chains of the past are being broken, slowly, painfully, but surely. You have been chosen to be part of this process, not by chance, but by divine design. Long before you met in this lifetime, your souls agreed to this moment. You are not here to fix them, nor to carry all their burdens, but to shine the light of unconditional love so that they may find their own path to healing. This is why your patience has been stretched, why your heart has been tested, why you sometimes feel worn and uncertain. You are acting as a vessel of divine love, in a moment when their soul is most vulnerable to awakening or to falling back into slumber. The angels speak clearly. Do not underestimate your impact. Every kind word you have spoken, every gentle touch, every prayer you have lifted for their soul has reached the heavenly realms and set in motion changes that are not yet visible on earth. Your love has become part of the spiritual wind that moves them toward freedom. Heart completely, even to you. It is not because you are lacking, it is because they fear being broken again. The angels are ministering to this wounded place within them, pouring light into their memories, gently urging them to release the pain they have clung to for too long. But this process is slow, for the walls they have built are thick and high. In the secret moments of silence, when they are alone, their spirit cries out for change. They long to be free from the burdens they carry, to step into the light of joy and peace. But fear is a cruel master, and doubt holds them captive. You have seen glimpses of this inner longing, the softness in their voice when they speak of hope, the light in their eyes when they dream aloud. These are signs that the work of heaven is taking root, that the tide is turning, though the full transformation has not yet appeared. Heaven wants you to know that your faith is not wasted. Though you have waited, though you have wondered, though you have sometimes wept in secret, your endurance is shaping the outcome in ways you cannot yet imagine. Your trust in divine timing is the anchor that keeps this journey from falling into chaos. The angels rejoice in your steadfastness and encourage you to keep holding space for the miracle that is coming. Send a super thanks if you believe in giving. No one's sending. Be the first today. Even now, the spiritual realm is aligning circumstances, people, and moments that will lead your loved one closer to breakthrough. Unexpected conversations, sudden insights, strange dreams, these are not coincidences, but messages sent by God's hand. Pay attention to these signs, for they are the threads of divine guidance being woven into the fabric of this story. You may even find yourself speaking words you did not plan, offering comfort you did not expect, moved by wisdom that flows from a source far greater than your own understanding. You are being used as an instrument of heaven, even when you feel unsure or weak. The angels remind you that weakness in the flesh does not disqualify you from being strong in the spirit. In fact, your humility, your willingness to surrender, your refusal to give up, these are the very qualities that make you perfect for this mission. Heaven does not choose the proud or the perfect. It chooses the humble and the willing, and you have been chosen for this sacred task. As this journey continues, you will see moments of testing. There may be times when your loved one pushes you away, when they speak harshly, when they retreat into old patterns of fear. The angels urge you not to take this personally. It is not a rejection of you, but a resistance to their own healing. Stand firm in love. Do not return fear for fear or anger for anger. Let your spirit remain gentle and steady, a lighthouse in the storm, so that when their soul grows weary of running, they will know where to find the light. Join membership to Stand for God. Be part of this faith. Not imagined yet. These are not random. They are designed specifically for you by the hand of God Himself. And when the moment is right, these connections will be revealed. A stranger will speak a word that changes your direction. A forgotten dream will rise again with fresh fire. A way will open where there was no way before. These are the fingerprints of heaven on your life. Do not despise this quiet season. The seed grows silently beneath the soil before it bursts into life. So it is with your destiny. Though you cannot see the fullness yet, the work is happening. The roots are going deep. The foundation is being laid strong and wide. When the time comes, the fruit will be abundant, not just for you, but for many who will be blessed through you. Your waiting will be someone else's miracle. Your faith will unlock another's breakthrough. Send a super thanks if you believe in giving. No one sending? Be the first today. The Lord is also protecting you from things you cannot see. Doors that closed suddenly, friendships that faded without explanation, plans that crumbled unexpectedly. These were not failures. They were shields. God removed these things from your path because they would have harmed you or delayed your purpose. You may have felt rejected or confused, but heaven was guarding you like a good father who sees what the child does not see. One day, you will look back and give thanks for the closed doors that kept you safe. Your heart may have grown tired in the waiting. Hope may feel fragile, like a candle flickering in the wind, but the Spirit of God breathes gently upon that flame, keeping it alive. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. The promise spoken over your life still stands. Heaven has not changed its mind. The angels are preparing the way even now, moving pieces into place with perfect precision. What you think is silence is actually the sound of divine hands at work behind the curtain. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough is not far off. Like the first light before dawn, the promise is beginning to glow on the horizon of your life. Soon the darkness will lift. Soon the waiting will end, and when it does, you will see that God has done exceedingly abundantly, above all you could ask or imagine. You will stand in awe at the beauty of His plan and the kindness of His heart. Join membership to Stand for God. Be part of this faith family. Take heart, dear soul. Heaven rejoices in your faith. The angels sing because you have not given up. The Lord Himself smiles upon your perseverance. Stay the course. Walk in trust. In the end, dear soul, the divine promise is sure. What God has begun, He will finish. The work of healing in your loved one's heart will not be left incomplete. The chains will break. The darkness will lift. The soul you love will awaken to the truth of their worth and destiny. And when that day comes, you will see that every tear, every prayer, every quiet act of faith was not in vain, but was the very bridge that led them to freedom. Until then, walk in hope, stay close to heaven. Let the angels guide your steps and know that you are never alone in this sacred journey. Even now, in the realm that the human eye cannot see, your name is being spoken among the angels. Their voices rise like the sound of rushing water as they pray and intercede on your behalf. They have been assigned to watch over you in this season of waiting, guarding you from unseen dangers, whispering courage to your weary soul. You may not hear them with your ears, but your spirit knows. The gentle nudge to keep going, the soft reminder not to give up, the strange peace that settles over you in moments of fear. These are the echoes of angelic presence surrounding you. There is a holy reason why the answer you seek has not yet fully arrived. Heaven's timing is perfect, even when Earth's clock ticks loudly in your ear. You have prayed, you have believed, you have knocked on the doors of heaven, and still you wonder why the miracle delays. The angels assure you, the delay is not denial, the waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. God is shaping the blessing to fit you perfectly. If it came too soon, you might not be ready to carry its weight. If it came too late, you might have lost heart. But it will arrive at the appointed time, the time set by the one who sees the end from the beginning. In this waiting, you are being transformed. You may have thought you were praying for the blessing to change, but the truth is, the blessing is waiting for you to change. Every moment of patience is building strength within you. Every hour of silence is teaching you to listen more deeply. Every unanswered prayer is growing your roots down into faith. You are not just waiting for something to happen, you are becoming someone who can carry the glory of what will happen. Subscribe if you believe in miracles. Even your struggles are not wasted. The battles you fight in secret, the fears you wrestle in the dark, the doubts that visit your mind when no one sees, all these are shaping you into a vessel of great purpose. Heaven sees the tears